First of all, let us just have a moment of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, Jesus, your girl is not right. She got heartburn. She's frustrated. She can't reach her husband. Don't nobody know what's going on in the world right now. And I need to record this video. I just pray that you be with me because I want to record today. In Jesus' name. Hi, Hero Stupid Chris here. Thank you for joining me on All These Things TV. If this is your first time, welcome. And if it's not, hey girlfriend, it's good to see you again. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if this is your first time so you don't miss another video from me. I'd really appreciate it. Today, I wanted to start off by just thanking everyone who watches my videos. I really appreciate every single person that takes the time. I've been really trying to grow and change some things. So because of that, I don't want the appreciation and the gratitude to fall off because of that. So I just really wanted to take a second to just thank you guys for being here and thank you for watching. Please let me know if there's anything that you would like to see and we'll just keep moving forward. Today I'm filming my pregnancy update for week 21 and 22 through heartburn right now. My throat is on fire. I need to do it today because I'm already in week 23. You know, I switch over on Fridays. So before we get into all the fun stuff that's going on with me, like this heartburn that is destroying my esophagus right now, destroying it, let's go ahead and get into the anatomics of the baby. Anatomics? So let's go ahead and find out what's going on with baby in week 21, and then we can talk about what happened with me and my own personal symptoms and all that kind of fun stuff. The bump. I like using the bump app because it's just cuter and you can actually see the baby. Week 21. As baby's digestive system preps for the outside world, he or she's manufacturing meconium, the tarry black substance you find in the first dirty diaper. If it's a girl, she's already got a lifetime supply of eggs in her womb, about 6 million of them. Having a boy, his testes are still located in his abdomen but will drop in the coming weeks. I can't read today. Once the scrotum finishes developing. At 10.5 inches and about 12.7 ounces, baby is big enough now that you've probably been feeling his or her movements. So yeah, that's what's going on with baby anatomically. And week 21, let's go ahead and talk about it. At the beginning of week 21, I started to gain this belly that I have been wanting for a while. I still feel a little small, but now I feel like I have a belly. We went to a Bible study that we do every Thursday with our church. Like, I just caught everybody I caught everybody looking at my belly like, so did you lie? It doesn't look like I'm having a baby yet. Well, now it's starting to. It's legit starting to. Now I can't hide it as much as I used to be able to because he's filling up my whole abdomen area now. Just recently, like just in the past couple of days, I feel like you can't pass up my belly now. Now I feel like the belly is here. But up until this point, I've been feeling like, oh, well, she might just be out of shape. You know, you usually, as a pregnant person, at least with my first pregnancy, I was out of that phase at like 16 weeks. Everybody was like, oh, no, you're having a baby. You're not fat, you know? But this time around, it was just like, she might just is lazy and don't want to go to the gym. That's what it looked like, you know, and it still kind of looks like that. But now you can just be like, okay, she's a skinny girl that's pregnant. So now I'm starting to actually lean forward. I don't stand straight anymore. I can't stand straight up anymore. I always have this like forward leaning, so my back is coming in and my stomach is poking out. I had a couple of things that concerned me, but I called my nurse and my doctor, and they said it's just part of one of the symptoms. But around October 2015, I was rushed into the hospital because I had my first migraine, and it blinded me for like 30 to 45 minutes. I couldn't see out of I don't remember what eye it was, but it went completely blind. And I was in the ER for like 4 or 5 hours, you know, just you know, getting information about having migraines and what they look like. So ever since then, I've had an on and off battle with them. But I haven't had a migraine since April of 2016. I just hadn't had one. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm getting over it, you know, and maybe I was just under a lot of stress, and these migraines became onset because I was under a lot of stress and transitioning jobs and everything. So this week 21, I got some retinal migraines. I had like 3 of them, and they just came randomly. I was sitting watching a documentary, and I started going blind in one. I was like, oh my God, why are you coming up now? Why are you coming up here out of nowhere? Like, why? Where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? So I completely went blind. And I was like, okay, let me research, because I also have anxiety. I have bad anxiety as well. So I'm like, okay, I'm going blind. I'm trying not to panic. I'm feeling myself start to hyperventilate. So I'm like, okay, well, let me look online and see what I need to do to prevent it, because I don't have the headache yet. I just have the blindness in this eye here. And the blind, like the retinal migraines are like flashes. Like you can still see, but it's like a big strobe light in one eye. So you really can't, you know, or it's in your like peripheral, or it's just like a strobe light, and it obstructs your vision. So it makes it very difficult to see, and you can get off balance, and it can send you into a panic attack, especially if you have anxiety. I went online and I looked, and they were like, just turn the lights off, get you some caffeine, take some Tylenol, and let it, you know, just let it die down. Thankfully, I can take Tylenol as a pregnant lady. So I went and brewed me a cup of coffee, and I put a hood on, and I turned all the lights out, and I just kept watching my documentary, and eventually it left. And then like 2 days later, I got an entire other headache, and it was just like, where are you guys coming from? Why are your migraines? Why are you guys here? Like, I don't understand. You don't have to be here. But they decided to make their appearance in this pregnancy, so I pray I'm not under a lot of stress. I don't seem to be under a lot of stress. I might be. My heartburn is making me hot. It's burning so bad that like I'm hot, like I'm sweating. I don't think baby is developing much anymore. I think baby is growing. Because of that, I'm tired all the time. It's not like I can't do anything, but it's just like I could nap. I could take a nap, you know, but I keep going because I have way too much to do, and I have a toddler, you know, and I'm maintaining a home and everything. So right now my biggest struggle is giving myself permission to take a nap if I feel like I absolutely need it. You know, there's only been one day where I'm like, okay, everything is settled and done enough. I have dinner prepped enough to where I can sleep for like an hour. I only did that once. But other than that, I'll sip this same cup of coffee all day, and, you know, just keep pushing in those little bitty spurts of the caffeine that I get, and just keep it pushing. But I've been really struggling with giving myself permission to sleep and give myself rest with this second pregnancy, because it's different when it's your first one, because of course a lot of people have, you know, you're working and you have responsibilities, but I was blessed enough to where I only worked until I was like 26 weeks, and then when I hit 26 weeks I was chilling the rest of the time, you know, and so I got a lot of sleep, I got to clean up, I got to nest a lot, and I didn't have a lot going on. Now that I have all these things, TV, and I have a branding business on the side, and I have a toddler, and I'm preparing for this baby. We're thinking about moving in the next month or so, and it's just, I just don't have time, and it's difficult for me to make time to give myself permission to actually just go sit down somewhere. I'm never just sitting down not doing anything. I just wake up tired, and I know I just need to give myself more time. Especially because now we're just in the growing phase of the baby, and I just don't want me going to have any harm, you know, on the growth of the baby. So pray with me in that I give myself permission to just rest and know that I'm entitled to it, at least right now. So now that we know that we're having a boy, one of the biggest thoughts and concepts or ideas that we're coming across is this baby shower planning. So with Cadence, my mother-in-law planned the whole baby shower, and then my mom had a like sip and see kind of thing where once Cadence was born, we had a celebratory welcome to the world kind of party. So I had 2 events for Cadence. This time I think I'm gonna have to plan the baby shower myself. Because of that, I'm trying to not get overwhelmed, and I have 2 ideas. I wanted to do like a royal affair kind of a thing, but everybody does that with little boys. Little princess coming, blah blah blah. I kind of want to blend the royal affair with this other idea that I have. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm dealing with in terms of the baby shower, and that's pretty much week 21. Week 22. Baby is as big as a coconut. Like a coconut is like, what? There's no way. Now that baby, why can't I read today? Now that baby's got more developed eyes and lips, he or she is looking even more like a newborn. Baby is sleeping in cycles about 12 to 14 hours a day. Hint, there are probably those times you're not feeling any kicks. During month 5, the average fetus measures about 10.5 to 11.8 inches and weighs about 12.7 to 20.8 ounces. During week 22, baby's invading your space, which is why it might be tough to catch your breath why your back might be killing you. Hey, as baby grows, he or she may be expanding your belly so much, so fast, that you might have some stretch marks. And you may even have a newfound outing. So I switch over on Fridays, and week 22 is the first week of the 6th month. I didn't even realize that I had walked into my 6th month, because one thing I had forgotten that I transition over on Fridays. And the second thing is, I don't know, my brain. Last Friday, I was just so uncomfortable. Like everything about me was just, oh, what is this? I can't, why is everything aching? I know this is probably a really complainy update, but it's just my symptoms is kind of just what I'm going through, so bear with me. Like, oh my God, my hips, my back, my belly, my shoulders, my rib cage, everything was just aching at once. And so I got on the floor and started rotating and stretching, and Fago got on the floor with me and started rubbing my back. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Why am I hurting so bad? And I looked up and I was like, oh, I'm in week 22. I'm officially 6 months pregnant. And week 22 was the benchmark week that made me feel like, honey, you pregnant. You know, like now I feel it with everything I do. The girl feels pregnant every day. Every day she feels pregnant. It's not really stopping me or slowing me down from doing anything like housework or taking care of anybody. It's just, you know, just me adjusting to the changes in my body. This week, I think I suffered some dehydration. I was worried because every time I would lay down to go to sleep, I would get like period cramps, like my period was about to start. So I looked it up and they were like, yeah, it could just be a part of your everyday, you know, just your regular growth and you're changing everything. But another thing is you may be dehydrated. So I had to make sure that I'm making sure that I'm up in my water and make sure that I'm staying hydrated, because those cramps really scared me, and they would only come at night when I would lay down. It came around the same time, and that's another thing. I am up at 5 o'clock without question. No alarm, no nothing. I'm just up. And sometimes it can be as early as from 3:30 to 5, and then I'll be able to go back to sleep. And it's just like, why? The baby isn't moving during that time. The baby's asleep. I don't feel nothing. The baby is not moving. I mean, at least I don't think the baby's awake, because he's not moving. He ain't kicking. He ain't shifting. He ain't doing nothing. I'm just awake. Well, I guess I'll read my Bible. Some of the cravings that I've been having, I didn't mention any in week 21 because week 21 and week 22 have been about the same. I've been craving milkshakes. I want bread and I want sweet burgers and milkshakes. I want all the carbs, ice cream, milkshakes, and Quick Trip iced tea slushies. That's what I'm gonna call them. When you pregnant, you already, like, women who are pregnant and ice is just a thing. I'll have the slushie and I'll drink all the fluid out of it, and then I'll just have the packed ice and I'll just so good, so good. I had one every day of week 20, but week 22 I maybe had like 3. I might get one tonight because talking about it is that is pretty much it for week 21 and 22. I hope you guys enjoyed my pregnancy update. Thank you for joining me on All These Things TV. You guys are awesome. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
It's like a mist, then it's like a sunset. It's like a sun.